Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Our today's topic is about the uniqueness of the Quran, how the composition of the Quran is unique in itself. As Allah Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِّثْلِهِ وَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ إِن كُنتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. And if you are in doubt about this word which we have descended upon our slave Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and bring about a chapter like this and take the help of everybody whom you can take help of. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving a challenge to the whole of mankind, that if they feel that this word is not from the God, this Quran is not from the God, then they should bring about something they should forge something that can be compared with this Quran. So here today we will be discussing what is the composition of the Quran, due to which it is entirely different from any other kind of speech, any other kind of poetry. So to start this thing, we must know first of all that in every language there is a poetry and a prose. In the poetry, as you know, there is a rhythm. Similarly, there is a poetry in the Arabic language as well as a prose. In the poetry, the poetry of the Arabic language has been bound into the rhythms, preset rhythms, which have been called as al-bihar, which means the seas. Not one sea, the group of seas. So there are 16 rhythmic patterns in a poetry in Arabic, and the scholars, the researchers over the Arabic language, for example, let me tell. Louis Seiko, he said that all of the poetry that has been drafted in the Arabic language, that has followed the language of that has followed the rules of al-bihar, one of these that falls in any of the 16 rhythmic patterns of the Arabic language. So, but the Quran, if you see, the Quran doesn't follow any rhythmic pattern, and it is as per the grammar of the Arabic. You can't say that there is any grammatical mistake in the Quran, but it doesn't follow any of the poetic rules of the Arabic language. It is away from the from al-bihar. In other words, it is the you can say what it is outside what the Arabic language can produce in itself. It is a language in itself. It is in Arabic. It uses the words of Arabic. It uses the grammar of Arabic, but it is not Arabic in itself. It is Quran. It is a language in itself. The next thing in any language is a prose. Similarly, the various rules of the prose. There are two kinds of prose. One is Naj, one is Saj, and the second is Mursal. In the Saj, you can see there are some rhythmic patterns, but it is distinct from the poetry, and the patterns is not like that of the poetry. So this is in the Arabic language. This is known as Saj. The next thing is Mursal. The Mursal is like a free speech. For example, a person is speaking freely, and if you record down his speech, then it will be known as Mursal. It is somewhat similar to or equivalent to the free speech, the freely speaking words that are being uttered from the mouth of a person, from the tongue of a person. So again, the classical scholars, for example, Ali ibn Isa al-Rummani and Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn Tayyib Baqillani, these are the classical scholars, and Bruce Lawrence, these are the Western scholars, and Devin J. Stewart. All of them state that the Quran is neither prose nor poetry. It is away from both of the things. The rules of al-bihar can't be applied on the Quran, and the rules of prose, they can't be applied on the Quran. It is away from them, a different language. It is so much unique in itself, and it is a miracle in itself. Actually, a miracle is called a thing which can't be done by the nature, which is beyond the limits of the nature. So it is beyond the limits of Arabic language, or if we say that it is beyond the limits of any language, that it can equal the words of the God. So the Quran is so much unique in itself that if you pick up one word from any verse of the Quran and replace it with any other word with the same meaning, it will be looking like a black big dot on a white sheet of paper, and it will be inappropriate there, and it will not convey all other messages that are in the same verse. For example, I will be giving an example. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ سُلَالَةٍ مِنْ طِينٍ. I am reading from Surah Mu'minun, that is chapter number 23 from verse number 12 to 14, and that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that and verily we created the mankind from the extract of the clay. ثُمَّ جَعَلْنَاهُ نُطْفَةً فِي قَرَارٍ مَكِينٍ. Then we made it a nutfa, a sperm, on a protected place, on a safe place. ثُمَّ خَلَقْنَا النُّطْفَةَ عَلَقَةً. Then we created an alaqatan from this nutfa, from this sperm. Now this word alaqa, this word is so much unique in itself. It bears three meanings. The first meaning of this word is leech, and if you see the embryo at the starting stage, it looks like a leech. Not only it looks like a leech, it also behaves like a leech. It feeds on the blood of its mother. The second meaning of this word alaqatan, the second meaning is a clot of blood. If you see the embryo at this stage, it is very much like a clot of blood. There is no circulation of blood. It is filled with blood, and there is no circulation of blood, so it resembles the clot of blood. The third meaning here is it means suspended thing. So if you see this thing is the embryo is suspended in the womb of the mother. So here, if you see that there are three meanings that have been conveyed in one verse, in just one word. So if you replace this word alaqatan with any other word, the different meanings of the same verse will not be conveyed. Here, if anybody tries to summarize this stage in minimum possible words with maximum possible information, he will fail to submit that much, to write that much thing in that much perfection as the Quran has explained it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Wassalam.